Spencer Ross was one step forward, and I hope you're doing well. How you been? Been gone for a little bit. Went on a trip. Was sick. Went on another trip. Got back. It was really hot. Um, so I didn't do some videos, and that's okay. Honor. I didn't look up the word, but to me, it's respecting others. It's a lot more than that, but just simply, it's respecting others and it's respecting yourself. Honor also reflects who you are. If you do something respectfully to someone else, you're honorable. It's a very simple breakdown, but I didn't want to look up the word. Um, so, one of the things that gives you honor, or talks about, or goes to your honor, or goes to your reputation. Reputation and honor are very similar. Is I made a commitment to try to make a video a week. I knew I wasn't going to be able to, but I made a commitment. Hey, I'm going to try to make a video a week. I've been gone for like a month and a half. Well, I was gone for 2.5 weeks. Okay, that's a good reason not to make a video. Some people on different channels make videos while they're on vacation or trips, and I wasn't able to. It wasn't appropriate. So I didn't make videos. I got back. I was super sick. I had a cough. Was I strong enough to do a video? Absolutely. Was I going to be effective teaching? Were you going to be able to learn effectively if I'm coughing every 10 seconds? Like hard coughing. No, I'm not. No, you're not. So I wanted to respect your time. Then I went on another trip. Wasn't able to do a video. Got back. It was stupid hot. Was I physically able to be out here and do a video? Yeah, I could have done a video, but I'm just getting over a cold, so I decided not to. All right. But I made a commitment. Some people will use against you, or you will use against yourself. I made a commitment. I'm going to do it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Your leader, decide what works for you and what works for your team. I decided what worked for me and my team, and what I'm trying to do is to not make videos. That was the decision I made, and I take full responsibility for that. That goes to my honor. Now, there's toxic people in the world, or there's some people that might disagree, and that's okay. The toxicity, no. But the people who disagree, just, hey, Spencer, I think you could have done a video, not last weekend because it was super hot, but you could have done maybe a video before it got really hot, and then not had so much time, because we've had probably 3 or 4 days of good weather. But I do my videos on the weekend, getting over a cold, try not to stress myself out. So I decided to wait. Okay. So that's what I decided to do. As a leader, you're going to make decisions. So, I went to a football game on Friday. It was a fun game. And the reason why I go to that is because my buddy, my brother, he and I worked together, and he moved on. He became a head coach for a high school football team. That was one of his dreams. Coach somewhere, like high school or college, and he's made his dream, and that's great. He's doing well, and we don't talk for the entire year, but I make an effort to go out there and spend some time with him. Does he know I'm there for the most part? No. At halftime, I walked up, I got around some fencing, right? Because we don't want everyone to just be able to run out of the field. But I moved around the fencing, and I got up, and I was walking next to him, and he saw me, and we hugged and we talked, and it was good, and we were able to catch up. But I wanted to honor our friendship. I wanted to say, hey, I remember you. Hey, I'm here for you. I'm cheering for you. Why? Once a year, you go out. It was an hour and a half. Well, it was 2 hours to get there. It's an hour and a half to come home. Sometimes it's 3 hours. Why do I take the time to do that? Because I want him to know that I respect him, that I honor him. Not only respect, but I'm going to go out there and spend some time with him. I'm going to remember our friendship. At halftime, the game was very good. They ended up winning. At halftime, he went in and yelled at the players. The reason why he went and yelled at the players is because the players were talking smack to the refs. I've done some dumb things. I don't talk smack to refs. I've talked a lot of smack to other players. I've made a lot of fouls. But he was reminding them that was hurting the team. That their lack of maturity was hurting the team. That their lack of focus was hurting the team. Because they were talking to one player, somebody else got off their game on their team, somebody else was getting off the game because they weren't directing their conversation and their thoughts in the appropriate way to the appropriate people. And so it was bringing everyone down. Then a huge penalty happened, and then they were able to get a touchdown. And now it's 7-10 instead of going in halftime 10-0. And a huge momentum shift. So he's talking about maturity. As a young player, I was not mature enough to keep my mouth shut. I was not mature enough to direct my focus to my teammates, and instead directing my focus on other players on the other team. Now, there's a little bit of trash talking that can go on, but not to the point that it lowers my focus. Not to the point that it lowers my teammates' focus. My teammate might need my encouragement or my guidance. Not to the detriment of me fouling other players because I'm out of control and I'm decking people on the field, which sometimes is okay, but sometimes it's not, and it causes a penalty, and now the ball's going the other way. It took effort to start becoming mature. It took effort and practice to keep my mouth shut, to be judicious with my speech, to focus on the appropriate things. Okay, that goes to my honor. That goes to who I am. All right. What are some other ways? Let's keep it simple. How about we're in the break room and somebody's gossiping? Do we join in that conversation? Do we spread the gossip? Do we tell them, hey, let's stop spreading bad rumors? Well, it's true. Jimmy did something wrong. I don't need to know that. Let's talk about something else. Hey, how was your weekend? Oh, it was good. I went to this football game. Sweet. Let's bring it positive. Being respectful, remembering others, talking to others. This morning I had a meeting. I didn't know where I was going. There was a guy, he had the same piece of paper I did. I said, hey, are you going to such and such? He said, yeah, but we're both lost, but hey, we'll be lost together. But I saw you had the same piece of paper I did. So if they said that way is wrong, well, let's go that way. All right, cool. Let's try it. We get over there. We ask somebody. Yeah, you're in the right place. Sit down. Okay, cool. Well, then I saw other lost people, and you could see it in their faces, right? Let's read that body language. Let's be responsive to other people. I said, hey, are you here for such and such? Oh, yeah. Come on over here. Come sit down with us. Oh, am I in the right place? Yes, you are. I was able to help 4 people. I didn't need to do that, but I wanted to honor them. I wanted to do a little bit more than just be respectful and say hi. So we talked about a little bit what was going on, built some relationships. Someone mentioned that I can talk to anybody. I can talk to people in the grocery store just walking by, and it's true. My mom and my uncle were very good examples of that. My older brother and a lot of other brothers and sisters in my life are good examples of that. But I wanted to honor people, whether it's in the grocery store, today in the meeting. So I'm showing up on time. I'm saying hi. It's respect goes into honor. Showing up on time goes into honor. Growing in maturity goes into honor. Helping other people goes into honor. There's lots of things that go into honor. Maybe it's not doing a video. But following through on your commitments goes to honor. But sometimes it's not appropriate to do what you said because someone's manipulating you, and they'll come back and say, hey, you said you do this. Yes. But if I do that, it sabotages Sally. And I'm not going to be a part of your game. Yeah, but you said you made that commitment. Nope. I figured it out that you're trying to sabotage her. And I am not going to be a part of your game. You need to stop. You need to act in a mature way. And we can move on. There's a lot of things that go into honor. I was reading a story about some guy taking credit for a young lady's work. That's not honorable. That's definitely not honorable. You should be the one bragging about, hey, did you hear about her scientific discovery? But as a leader, I'm going to lie, quote unquote, if you're listening to this. I'm going to lie and I'm going to take credit for something that my guys did who are on my team. Yeah, that's what a leader does. They say, roger that, sir, it won't happen again. You talk about it with your superior, and then you go to that subordinate who did the wrong thing and say, let's talk about this. Maybe it's okay to yell at them, maybe it's not. Maybe it's okay to raise your voice, maybe it's not. In the football game, when the guy yelled and talked smack to the ref warned both coaches about it. There was some yelling. There was a little bit of cussing. I didn't think it was overboard. I thought it was very appropriate. If you're going to get kicked out of the game because you can't keep your mouth shut, is leadership telling people, hey, there's consequence for your actions? In bigger life, in adult life, you get fired if you get suspended enough times because you got sent home. Sports is a great learning lesson. Are we learning those lessons so that we can grow and have better honor? If you want to look at the word, that's a good idea. I did not want to go into it. I like the word a lot. I think it's really important. And I just want to put in my own words. Respecting others, respecting yourself, but it also means who you are. Spencer Ross is one step forward, and please have a good week. There's lots of things going on in this month. The biggest thing I want to focus on is it's National Suicide Prevention Month. That's what September is. One of the things that we talked about in the course that I went to last week is suicide prevention. It's a hard topic. Lots of different shades of gray in that topic. Lots of little facets. We're unique. We're all unique, but we're all pretty much the same as well. You have a team. I'm your teammate. If you think you're alone, I'm your teammate. I'm your brother. But I know, and you might think I'm wrong, but respectfully, you're wrong. In my other video, the camera shut off. I don't know why. I was talking to someone and we were talking about politics, and he says he calls people dumb. I'm not saying you're dumb. I'm saying you're 100% wrong. You're not alone. There's the suicide prevention line or center. I worked at the center or volunteered at the center, but there's a suicide prevention line. There's 911. There's a neighbor. There's a religious institution. There are therapists and psychologists. There are lonely people in the grocery store. You are not alone. Please, if you're struggling with this, please go talk to someone. I mentioned a bunch of people. Have a great week. You're not alone. You're working on it. You're doing better. Honor. What does it mean to you? How can we honor people this week? Spencer Ross, and have a great week.